Hello all. In this video lecture, I am going to tell you about Badhak house in Vedic Jyotish. It is about more than 1 decade ago. I write a post on my Facebook profile. That post was given a title, The Reason Behind Badhak Houses in Vedic Jyotish. This was the title which I have given. And it was a much appreciated post in 2013. And this post created a positive attitude about the rules of Vedic Jyotish in 2013. That's what I know. As the feedback of this post written by me. Now, I decided to prepare a video lecture on that. And I am sure this video lecture will prove insightful for all the learner, researcher, and budding astrologer beside matured and senior astrologers. The greatness of Vedic Jyotish lies in its depth and its ability to provide a fertile field for research-minded individuals of insights for those developed to it, for those devoted to it. Just pardon me, it is for those devoted to it. Every term and activity in it is meaningful, and a very little given to its terminology has a sound base and reasoning, which may be practical, abstract, described in Vedic literature, or based on common sense. That is why Vedic Jyotish stands at the top of all branches of astrology in the world. So, here I want to add something. It is a Vedic Jyotish only with the help of that an astrologer is predicted with a fair degree of certainty. And all the sciences, or all the so-called sciences termed as the various branches of astrology, except Vedic Jyotish, they only provide the possibilities. But when you come in the field of Vedic Jyotish, there are less possibility than what actual will happen. This is a point to be noted. So very time Vedic Jyotish will be deterministic in its approach. The word Badhak is known as obstacle maker in English. In Vedic Jyotish, the Badhak houses are those houses that create hurdles, and their lords create hurdles in the house where they are placed in horoscope. They do not deny results, but create unnecessary delays and disappointments. So Badhak, in short, in Jyotish, the 12 signs or the 12 lagnas are divided in 3 groups, and each group have 4 signs of the same nature. Either it is a char or sthir or dusubhav. The Char Rashi, for Char Rashi, that are Mesh, Kar, Tula, Makar. means Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Don't take it as Western side. Take it as sidereal signs or the Vedic signs. The for Char Rashi, for every Char Rashi, the 11th house from that Rashi is a Badhak house. If that Rashi falls in the first house or Lagna, the 11th house from that proves to be Badhak house. What is the reasoning behind it? That is based on my understanding of Vedic Jyotish. For these Lagna, the Lord of 11th house proved to be adverse planets. If we consider all Rashi, all the sign, all the cardinal or Char Rashi, the house where they are placed give hurdles in manifesting the result of those houses where they are placed. The reason is that Char Rashi shows frequent changes in each and every prospect. I am repeating this. The reason is that Char Rashi or the movable sign shows frequent changes in each and every prospect. So, due to the changing atmosphere, there may be less gain, and the house where this Lord is placed, suffer and gives result against wishes. Now, we are talking about the Char Rashi. We are talking about the Char Rashi, in which 11th house is the Badhaka example. So I cannot disclose the horoscope of my follower, client, my disciple openly without his permission. But I am giving a reference. I am giving a, you can say, hint. It is more than 10 or 2 decades ago. Maybe 2 decades. Maybe, or more than that. One of my friends came to my residence with the horoscope of his elder brother. In the horoscope of his elder brother, the sign Kark or Cancer was rising. And in Chalitra Chakra, mind it, it is not Rashi Chakra, it is Chalitra Chakra. The 11th house falls in the sign Aries, not in the sign of Venus as in Rashi Chakra. It falls in the sign of Aries. So Mars refused to be a Yogkarak because of the Lord of Badhak house. It becomes a Lord of 11th house and lost his ownership in Chalitra Chakra. As well, I remember the Lord of, you can say, the 10th house was some different player, maybe it was Jupiter in Chalitra Chakra. So the Mars Dasha was going on or was about to start at that time, few days after. This I don't remember. I predicted that his brother needs to be careful about his health. A danger of his, you can say, life is going on, but the disease was not of severe nature. And he was treated well by the doctor without even surgery. This I told. And few months after that, my friend came again by saying that his brother was hospitalized in women's hospital. And he was attacked by a very rare disease. The patient of that disease was at that time was counted on fingers in the world. And he was undergoing treatment on ventilators. But he was not provided any surgery. And after some time, his brother got the relief as predicted by me. It was the case of Badhak predicted by me. Do you all understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Gurudev.
And the students who are watching this video lecture, take a note of this. It will be helpful. Don't ever
Yes.
try to ignore Chalit Chakra. It is not a Placidius or the Bhav Charit as propagated by the so-called KP astrology. Second case, it is a case of mine. But I am not disclosing my horoscope. I am just giving a hint. I have Char Lagna. So, my 10th house in Chalit Chakra, the Badhak planet of my Lagna in Chalit Chakra moves to the 10th house. Moves to the 10th house, 10th bhav rather. It is not house, it is bhav. From 9th house to 10th bhav.
And
And I suffered the setbacks in my career till now. And the Badhaka Dasha from Lagna is just about ended. And from the moon sign, it was in my, you can say, teenage. I suffered. This is another example of the Badhaka planet which came to my 10th house, 10th bhava from the 9th house. This does not mean that I did not get any professional success. I got success. And the Badhaka Dasha has just ended from the Lagna, not from the moon, that ended 2 months ago. I got, in the field of Vedic Jyotish, I got a remarkable success. But Badhaka played always a role of Badhak in my horoscope, in my Chalit Chakra of the horoscope. It is a second example of the Chara Lagna. Okay, understand?
yes,
Yes.
Gurudev.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now we move further. So, now the second Rashi is Sthir Rashi. For all Sthir Rashi, Rashi Kumbh, the 9th house is the Badhak house. I am just giving the names of the Rashis in English. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The 9th house is the Badhak house. Here too, if common sense is applied, then its reason is easily found. Any creature that feels comfortable sticking to one place feels uncomfortable while on a journey. In horoscope, the 9th house shows journey. That is why 9th house and its lord act as Badhak for all Sthir Rashi. A person of the natures, if he confines himself to a particular place, always get annoyed in motion. This is the logic that all the fixed sign have 9th lord as a 9th house and 9th lord as a Badhak house. Now I am just putting an example. You all know Mr. Donald Trump, the ex-president of United States America. He has Sin Lagna or Leo ascendant, in which Mars is placed. Mars made him bold, dominating, dashing, confident, and made him the president of USA, even though he's a Badhak. He is suffering allegations. A chain of allegations.
Yes. Yes, Gurudev.
And
Yes, Gurudev.
some person I seen I seen a news episode that he was attempted by a youth Do you heard that news?
Yes. Yes, Gurudev.
He had a narrow escape by the God of grace, by the grace of Paramatma, by the grace of Lord Shiva. You can say also this. So, Badhaka to Badhak. Okay? And where the Lord is played is in Lagna, showing the physical body. Showing the physical body. Lagna also represents the head. When the body is supposed to be in three parts, from the head to thought, from the thought to navel, from the navel to feet. The head or the cerebrum, you can say, if I am not pronouncing it wrong, then you can say from cerebrum to the thought, to this side. It is represented by the lagna. And this portion, somewhere this portion was of the honorable Trump was aimed by that mad youth.
Yes, Gurudev. Yes, Gurudev. Yes, Gurudev.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So let us move further in this video lecture, especially. For Dusubhav Rashi, Dusubhav Rashi means the common sign. The common signs. Mithun, Kanya, Dhanu mean they are the Dusubhav Rashi. Mithun, Gemini, Kanya, Virgo, Dhanu, Sagittarius mean Pisces. The seventh house and its lords are Badhak house. In these signs, the Mercury becomes the lord of Mithun and Kanya Lagna. The Jupiter becomes the lord of seventh Dhanu or mean, and vice versa. In case of Jupiter's being lord of Dhanu and mean Lagna, the reason is simple. Mercury and Jupiter are both intellectual planets, and their ruled sign oppose each other. In day-to-day life, it is observed that no two intellectuals have a common opinion. In the case of Dusubhav Rashi or the common sign, two intellectual ruled signs oppose each other's sign. That is why, based on the common signs, the seventh house is Badhaka house for all the common or Dusubhav Rashi. In the case of one of my online students, she have Mithuna Gemini Lagna with Jupiter placed in it. She always suffers from the internal conflict between truth and false, between right and wrong. But she had an inventive brain, no doubt. So here, Jupiter gets natural strength in his horoscope, in her horoscope. Jupiter gets natural strength in her horoscope. But being seventh lord, this also delayed her marriage. And I am sure on various occasions. His marriage is not finalized. She did not tell me this. It is my, you can say, analysis of his horoscope. Jupiter and Lagna, she has a regard of guru and teachers and these all. So, Jupiter. Arti bete? Hello?
Yes,
Arti?
Gurudev.
Today when I was teaching you this in Hindi, this episode in Hindi, this lecture in Hindi, what I said to you, what was the reason? of that Vishal Rashi have, you can say, seventh lord as Badhak lord, you answered remarkably. I am repeating your answer here. She said, Arti said, Jupiter is a ruler of wisdom and Mercury rules intellect. And there is also conflict between wisdom and intellect. She does, without telling me this, you can say this lecture, she narrated this episode before me and gave the essence of my post, my lecture, especially the part of lecture concerning the Dusubhav Rashi in advance. I have not tell them, I have to tell her. I have not told her this before. So once again, it is full marks to you, Arti.
Thank you, Gurudev.
So, anyone else have some doubt? Anyone else have some
No,
doubt?
no doubt, no doubt.
Bharti,
No doubt. No
Arti.
doubts.
No doubt.
So this meeting is going to end within couple of minutes. I think it is 6 minutes to go. Let me think another case. I remember for Dusubhav sign. Let me think a while. Otherwise, I will close this meeting. This lecture. Yeah, I remember one case. Yes, I remember. It is. I think it is more maybe 3 decades ago. I mean, okay, 2 decades ago. 2 decades ago, a lady came to me. Her husband was doctor, and she was again Gemini as a rising god, and Jupiter placed in Gemini. Okay. Then, in the influence of Jupiter, her husband, her husband was very devoted. He was a doctor. He was a doctor in state government of Haryana. And he used to practice, he used to do mala. I think several mala a day, even though he got attack on his mind, but survived due to his tapoval. It is the role of Badhak Jupiter. It was the role of Badhak Jupiter. 7th lord to Badhak for her husband's house too. Because from Lagna it aspect the 7th house. Okay?
Yes, Gurudev.
Okay.
Yes, Gurudev.
Now, I think it is more. It is just enough. I am just closing this video lecture. परमात्मा शिव, भगवती पार्वती, आप सभी को जो भी देख रहे हैं, इसको जो नहीं देख रहे, सभी को सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें. I will back again with a new lecture, with a new episode again.
Thank you, Gurudev.